So this poster is for Up, very famous all over the world. And all of these signatures here are from people who graduated from BYU's animation program. There's a lot of different movie studios. This is DreamWorks, right? Again, all of these signatures are from BYU graduates. Here's another Pixar movie. Lots of signatures. BYU's animation program is actually one of the best in the world. If you want to work at a studio like Pixar or DreamWorks, you can see some more here. There's a lot of reasons why these studios like to hire from BYU.
アニメーション学部ってどんなことを勉強するんですかという質問がたくさん寄せられてきました。ですので今日はアニメーション学部のネイトにお話を伺ってみます。ではネイトのバックグラウンドを教えてください。
I am a computer science student at BYU, but I also study animation. Started becoming interested in animation when I was 16 and started drawing a lot, and I heard that BYU had a really good animation program, and that's actually why I came to BYU. I was going to go to a different college, a different school.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I looked at all of these other schools I wanted to go to, and they did not have animation programs.
Okay.
And so I decided that I would give up kind of these other schools so that I could come to one of the best schools in the world for animation.
Right.
So that's why I'm here.
では視聴者の皆さんにアニメーションとは何か、アニメーターってどんな仕事か少し説明してもらえますか？
There's actually a lot of different things an animator can do. So animation is used a lot. There's 2D animation and 3D animation. And 2D animation is, like a lot of anime. Also like old Disney movies like Cinderella or Peter Pan. And then there's also 3D animation. And that's like what you see with like Rapunzel, DreamWorks movies like How to Train Your Dragon, Pikachu Dragon, or Megamind, lots of different movies. And also video games. Lots of video games in Japan as well. Probably almost as many as America or more, maybe.
Right,
a lot of video games started in Japan, Nintendo, etc. So those are all using 3D animation, and I think a lot of people don't know how. How do you make it in 3D? Because in 2D you just draw a picture, right? Lots of people draw lots of pictures. But with 3D animation, you actually build something on the computer.
3D のアニメーションを作るのは実はとっても大変なんです。まずプレプロダクションという段階でキャラクターのスケッチを描き、キャラクターのデザイン、ストーリー、漢字などを決めていきます。次にモデリングの段階でコンピューターの中で実際に立体的にデザインを組み立てていきます。リギングという段階ではキャラクターに骨や筋肉の動きを与えてよりリアルさを与えます。テクスチャリングという段階では物の表面の質感、光の加減などを加えていきます。アニメーションの段階でようやく動きをつけ、スペシャルエフェクトではキャラクター以外の炎や雨、服や髪などの動きを加えます。ライトニングで光を加えてよりリアルさを増し、レンダリングで各フレームをコンピューターで計算をしてつなげていきます。1秒に24フレームもあるそうです。そうしてようやく 3D アニメーションとなるのです。こちらが実際の BYU の生徒の作品です。学生が作ったとは思えないクオリティです。The next question is, what do you actually do in the class?
That's also a great question. Usually we get a project. So there will be some assignment from our professor, and actually we only get like a little bit of instruction. I think our professors will show us like some things, and then we actually teach ourselves a lot, and we learn from each other a lot.
Right.
And then if we have questions, we'll ask our professors, and they can guide us. But a lot of the things we do, we actually teach ourselves, because there's so many things to do in animation.
Right.
Everyone's project will be different, and so the teacher cannot teach everything we need to know. So, for example, I made a fruit. I made an Asian pear.
What?
Nashi.
Oh, okay, nashi.
Yeah, nashi. And to make that nashi was much different than making a watermelon.
Right.
Suikane. So someone else made a watermelon. But the teacher, right, he can't teach us both how to make these different things.
Right.
We all have different problems. And so that's why we have to teach ourselves many things.
Oh, so it's like professor give you some tasks to do and you go figure out by yourself, but they can support you and answer your
Exactly.
questions.
So
Okay.
that project was, we had to make a fruit, but we could choose what fruit. So someone else made a kiwi.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the outside of a kiwi is like hairy,
Yeah.
right? But most fruits don't have hair,
Right.
right? So that person had to go and learn, like, how can I make the fruit hairy, right?
Okay, cool.
So that project took probably 50 hours.
50 hours.
Yeah,
Oh my
just to
gosh.
make a fruit.
Okay.
So the next question is, what is the difference between animation in Japan and America?
Yeah, great question. So there are a lot of animation studios in Japan. Actually, maybe the most in the world. I
Really?
think.
More than America?
Probably.
Wow. Okay.
Just the number of different places.
Right.
But America definitely has more 3D studios, and some like really, really big studios like Disney, DreamWorks, and Blue Sky. Those are, I think, the most famous 3D movie studios. Also in America, the life of an animator is maybe a little better.
Right.
than
You
in
mean like
Japan.
salary?
Yeah, salary is much better.
Okay.
Probably in America, you make 2 or 3 times more money, maybe more, than in Japan.
Right. Let's talk about that. So like Japanese salary as an animator is not as much as
Yeah,
animator in America.
it's really not very good.
Okay.
So in Japan, if you do 2D animation, like
Right.
hand-drawn, it's really bad. Maybe you can make
Really bad.
you
Okay.
can make more money doing arubaito,
Okay.
I think.
That's kind of sad though.
It is really sad
Yeah.
because the artists are so talented.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch anime, like very cool. But yeah, they don't make a lot of money. If you do 3D, they'll make a little bit more, but it's still not a lot
Right.
in Japan.
But if you become an animator in America, that's a whole different story, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different places you can work, right? So you can do movies, you can do video games, you can also work in advertising.
Right.
Lots of advertisements now use animation. If you can get into a good movie studio in America like Disney or DreamWorks, you could make, you know, $80,000, $90,000 a year.
Wow, that's a pretty good one.
It's like really good money. And even if you're doing like hand-drawn animation, you'll still make more in America than I think you make in Japan.
Great. So why do you think the BYU's animation program is good?
Yeah, so I think there's several reasons. The really interesting thing is it's not just skill.
Right.
We have good skills here. The students are good, but there are other schools with better skills.
Right.
But BYU students, they do really, really well after they go to other companies.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
So BYU students are very good at solving problems.
Right.
They're also very good at working with other people. and they're also really nice.
Right.
And
But that's really crucial when you go into the industry, right?
yeah. I think you know, when you're working in a company, it's sometimes more important to like the people you work with
Right.
than to work
That's
with
true.
really like talented people.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
But it's not just that they're nice, but also that they work really well with other people, and I think people just see a difference
Right.
in the students that come from BYU, and they see that difference when they hire them, and then they see that difference when they're working,
Right.
and it makes them want to hire more people from BYU.
Right.
And then they hire more people, and they're still like great people. And so so Pixar and DreamWorks, a lot of these other really big companies, they don't visit very many colleges, but they visit BYU. So they will come and they will look at what we're making, and they will do interviews with our students, and we have a lot of people that go to those companies. The president of Pixar,
Wow.
Ed Catmull, has said that he feels that BYU has something really special, really amazing, and that it's one of the best schools for animation.
Wow. So BYU does a really good job on preparing students to actually work at the company.
Yeah.
Be successful over there.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Okay.